just 15 years after its birth. As an odd but mild-mannered new form of recreation, board sailing has become the most futuristic and explosive sport on Earth. A revolution in both equipment and performance styles has radicalized the sport of board sailing beyond anyone's wildest dreams. New developments are coming so fast that almost no one has a handle on the overall picture, especially in the high-performance end of the sport, surf sailing. All that is certain is, whatever the limits are today, they'll be blasted out of the way tomorrow. Hukipa, on the Hawaiian island of Maui, once a little-known beach park on the winding road out to the picturesque village of Hana. Hukipa has become one of the most famous beaches in the world. Famous for surf sailing. The best surf sailors in the world converge here in the spring of '84 to test the next generation of technology and talent in the heat of competition at the O'Neill Invitational Wave Performance Contest. In the natural path of the northeast trade winds that are funneled through the low-lying neck of Maui, Hukipa's wind speeds are usually twice those of Maui's neighbor islands. Whipping sideways across the surf that breaks on coral reefs, perfect conditions are created for today's outrageous high-performance surf sailing. These are the conditions that attract the best men and women here to compete. On the morning of the first day of competition, the beach at Hukipa is a panorama of state-of-the-art surf sailing equipment. The rules of the O'Neill contest are explained. The judges want the most radical surf sailing possible. The sailors are glad to comply as they warm up for the main event. Craig Masonville checks out the course. Alan Cadiz, a beautiful jibe and a nice wave. Doug Hunt, a 360 loop attempt. In the past, he's made a double. Peter Cabrina, one of the hottest sailors from the neighbor island, Oahu. Florida transplant, Alex Aguirre. Craig Masonville, Hukipa's local powerhouse, goes for a carving 360. Almost. Court Larded with a lollipop. Robbie Nash, perhaps the greatest board sailor in the world. Even the best occasionally blow it. Masonville. The judges look on, evaluating conditions. Light air and powerful surf close to the shore combine to create a real hazard off the rocky point. A lot of equipment is eaten here. A water start in time saves gear. Robbie and Doug sail out for one last look at the arena before the competition starts. It was going to be an especially exciting contest this year, in a large part because of one sailor. Just a few months earlier, Fred Haywood of Sailboards Maui had set a new world speed record at Weymouth, England, using a revolutionary wing mast. Haywood's record and the wing were having a huge impact on board sailing design. Combining new hull designs, like the can opener asymmetrical, with more efficient sails inspired by the wing mast was creating new performance possibilities. Of special interest was Haywood's new not normal rig. Developed by the designers of Maui sails, rotating asymmetrical battens made it 20% more efficient than standard equipment. But the not normal was just the tip of the iceberg. Everywhere you looked on the beach at Okipa, there was new equipment waiting to take these sailors further than ever into the realms of high performance. And just as he has been an inspiration towards technical evolution, Fred Haywood remains one of the best showmen in the surf at Okipa. A 360 jibe tack. The parking lot at Okipa was a congregation of progressive surf sailors just waiting for the go-ahead. It's only a short drive from the Kahului airport to the little town of Paia. Once a miniature surf city, nearness to Okipa has transformed it into a thriving center of international surf sailing. But for those not quite ready for the challenge of the surf, there's Kanaha, one of the best flatwater sailing spots anywhere. It's only a few miles east from Kanaha to Okipa, one of Maui's few good surf sailing spots. It was veteran board sailor Mike Waltz, recently moved to Maui, who first understood Okipa's potential and tried it himself in 1980. The word spread fast. By 1982, only 2 years later, Okipa was established as the greatest high-performance surf sailing location in the world. A network of sailboard shops, sail lofts, and related businesses sprang up around the island to accommodate the growing influx of sailors. In a very short time, Maui itself was transformed, and the name Hukipa was famous around the world. Once Hukipa was famous, it naturally followed that this was the place to make a reputation. The magazine photographers are here. The filmmakers were here. And what a sailor did here would be seen around the world, especially at the '84 O'Neill contest, where so much was on the line. New equipment, new maneuvers, new names among the ranks of the high performers, looking to knock off the leaders. A go-for-it spirit was definitely in the air, and the best surf sailors in the world pulled out all the stops. Matt Schweitzer, son of the sport's inventor and perhaps the most explosive sailor in the sport. Combining radical jumps, powerful wave-riding maneuvers, and brilliant transitions, Matt was a sure finalist, until he was gashed in the leg with one of his fins. 20 stitches. Matt gets high. Again. A sink tail jibe. Peter Cabrina, former winner of this event, has a fluid, dynamic style of sailing the waves that truly sets him apart. Peter demonstrates that being smooth doesn't keep you from being a radical high performer. He finished second in the '84 contest. Mike Waltz, Mr. Hukipa, knows the place better than anyone else. Powered for the first time in a competition by not normal rotating asymmetrical foils, Mike showed the mastery that comes from expert wave knowledge, top equipment, and years of experience. He finished number 4 in '84. Notice the unusual configuration of the not normal sail and the extremely short booms. and how easy it is for Mike to handle it in the surf. Mike with a conventional rig. And with a not normal again. But the man the judges scored highest at the 84 O'Neill was Robbie Nash. Robbie became a windsurfer world champion at age 13 and never looked back. He remains, to this day, a sailor in a class all by himself. No matter what kind of board sailing, no matter what the maneuver or style, Robbie will learn how to do it as well or better than anyone. His versatility sets him apart. Notice how far he works to windward. And how much he gets from a tiny wave. A definite controlled duck jibe. A unique duck tack. Pumping to make it 2 in a row. He's a hard man to shut down. Beautiful back-to-wave ride with a lollipop. Even when he's not down long. The 1984 O'Neill champion. Meanwhile, the women too showed remarkable ability in the surf. Lending their native grace to an increased athletic consciousness, they put on a terrific show in fun conditions at Okipa. Sean O'Neill, Janie Hunt, Kelby Anno, Dana Dawes, Peggy King. Every one of them gave it their personal best. Jill Boyer of Oahu glides across a sunlit surf. Debbie Brown of Maui carves through the water with authority. Sean O'Neill of California rode well and came in second. Each of them seemed at home in this new playground. Julie DeWord, the winner, smiles on by. But the bottom line here was high performance. That's what the spectators and the media were here for, and no one was disappointed. Okipa provided her usual excellent wind and waves, and the sailors pushed their new equipment to the limits and beyond. Masonville, powerful enough to earn the nickname Masonite. Malta Simmer, pioneer of short booms, full battens, and high aspects, shredded his way to third place in the surf sailing. Simmer at work, at play. Alex Aguirre, living on Maui and loving it. Maui Meyer from Oahu. Craig Yester, the high-flying yardbird from Oahu's North Shore. High performers all. Yes, the sea is alive with the masters of performance. You can see them through their windows, concentrated on the pleasure of performance at a place called Hukipa on Maui.